yeah, please hit the like button if you like the video. See you tomorrow. See you right now. What's up, team? Welcome to the video. We are in Mexico. Let's go eat some breakfast. Boom. Egg white omelet, some veggies in there, a little bit of ham, yogurt, fruit, a little bit of granola, a little bit of coconut. It's the game plan. This is just straight carbs. It's not Greek yogurt, like tasty yogurt. So yeah, going in. What's up, team? We're at the airport. We're not through security, but we have a lot of time until our flight, so I'm doing a little work. I don't even know what this is. It's cookies and cream. I saw it on the menu. I impulsively ordered it. I have no clue what the macros are, but it's delicious. Yeah, flying back, direct flight. That's the plan. What's up, team? We're in New York. Getting to Chipotle as fast as possible. It's gonna be at least an hour though. Work a little on the cab ride. Feels good to be back. That's it. So Ben was like, I watched this really good movie on the flight, The Founder, which I watched probably 2 months ago. Highly recommend. Like, if you're into business stuff, entrepreneur stuff, it's really good. Ray Kroc, who's the founder of McDonald's, as you'll see if you watch the movie or if you just know the story. Just like the ruthlessness and intensity and like cutthroat nature of behind the scenes in a lot of business, and just like a very entertaining movie. I enjoyed it. So, Mike's movie recommendation segment. Over and out. We don't even go home first. Now, if you get a bowl with tortilla on the side, you get more total stuff because they can fit more in a bowl than they can in a burrito. Oh, okay. I haven't taught you that one yet. That's my bad. That's a necessity for a bulker. Chipotle in my teeth. Alright guys, welcome to the Protein Bar Review Show. So my current number one favorite protein bar are the Oh Yeah 1 bars. They're delicious. Birthday cake's good. Chocolate chip cookie dough's good. The Blueberry Muffin Quest Bar I'm a big fan of, although sucralose dense, but like it tastes delicious. Macros are fine. You're never gonna find a protein bar with like unbelievable macros. Like, and by macros I mean protein per calorie. So a protein shake can be almost exclusively protein. A protein bar is never gonna have more than like 40% of its calories come from protein, which is okay. But what you want in like a snack convenience thing like that is often protein, so that you have more carbs and fats to allocate towards your other meals, because for most people who are trying to lose body fat, maintain muscle in the process, protein is the macronutrient that's hardest to hit. What else we got here? Luna bars aren't protein bars, right? So what we're dealing with here is 8 protein, 28 carbs, 6 fat, 190 calorie. So that means 32 calories of the 190 come from protein, 17% protein. Cliff bars are delicious, not protein bars. Think Thin bars are pretty good. They don't, like for some people who struggle with sugar alcohols, I actually don't get that feeling from Think Thin bars, like digestively, even though they do have some sugar alcohols. 12 grams of sugar alcohols. For whatever reason, they don't bloat me, but Kind bars are not protein bars. Paleo bar, that's very, it's very trendy. 20 protein, 23 carb, 11 fat. Egg white powder, prebiotic like fiber. Oh, this is very interesting. The ingredients here are like, it's only sweetened with cocoa. I wonder if these are even good. It's for the vlog. Just gotta love you guys. Kinda decent. Higher in fat, but kinda decent. We'll buy this. We got these muscle milk bars. I've never had them. 9 fat, 20 protein, 27 carb. Just gonna wrap the impromptu protein bar review show. Let's get some ice cream. Updated review on the paleo bar. It's like concrete, like sticks to your teeth. Textures, not amazing. Let's do a caffeine review. All right, so let's start with soda because people think soda has a ton of caffeine. A can of Diet Coke or regular Coke has like 35 to 40 milligrams of caffeine, which is not a lot. A small cup of coffee at Starbucks, 220 milligrams of caffeine. So, like pop or soda, not high in caffeine. A Red Bull, 84 milligrams. Oh, this is a big one. 84 milligrams of caffeine in this size Red Bull. Monster, 140 milligrams of caffeine. These bigger Red Bulls, I guess, are 114 in a can. It's important to pay attention. Like if you're consuming a certain type of coffee, if you're having energy drinks, if you're having a lot of pre-workouts have caffeine in them, which is a beneficial compound to have before strength training, just pay attention to how much you're consuming, because over time, like the effect that it can have on your sleep, the fact that we build up a tolerance to it, and so you need more to have the same effect, like it just matters. So pay attention to how much you're consuming. Let's see what else we got here. Things like chocolate and like there's just no caffeine compared to a strong cup of coffee or compared to an energy drink or compared to pre-workouts range in a big way too. Pulse by Legion has 350 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot. Whereas other pre-workouts have less, generally between like 150 and 300. All right, team, we're gonna wrap the vlog soon, but first I want to talk about something. I just read an article. Floyd Mayweather cannot pay his 2015 income taxes and asked for a reprieve from the IRS until after the McGregor fight so that he has the money, because it's gonna make like, I don't even know, 100 mil to pay his income taxes, and asked for like a reduction or a waiver of the penalty because it's like 7.5% on some time period. So this isn't exactly relevant. I think that talking about savings and good financial habits for like a normal person like you or me versus a professional athlete, I know we're like treading into murky, can you say this or not, like territory, but like someone who comes from not having money to having a ton of money. You've heard of NBA players, NFL players who retire in 3 years after retirement, have $0, like come from nothing, have everything, and have just entourage of people and like family and family of family, like everyone has expectations there. So it's a little different, but there's still a lesson to be learned here, and that is having that initial base, having that savings, having that like get yourself out of debt, get some savings, like that is so massively important, especially, not especially, but just more relevant for post-college graduate and like having that mindset coming out of college, relevant for everyone. And I've said this before, and people have been like, debt's not always a bad thing. If you're using leverage as an investment strategy, it's like, no one's doing that. 1 out of 100,000 people maybe that is relevant for. For most people, like having debt means you have student loan debt, and like it's not only it's having debt, but it's also just not having adequate savings so that you're living your life paycheck to paycheck, which is a brutal, miserable feeling. It's kind of like fitness. It's like paying attention to your future self in terms of your physique and like, you know, being in a calorie deficit for an extended period of time to know that 6 months from now you will reduce your body fat by 15% and like put future you in a better position. It's the same thing with grinding your ass off and at the same time spending as little as possible but still being able to like get by and be happy. Like combining those two for a period of time lead to a future you not living paycheck to paycheck. Like that little bit of savings opens up freedom. It opens up not being tied to a job you hate necessarily. And I get that it's hard for different people, right? Like I get that you might have a child, you might like have family where you have to pay for stuff, or you might have like people relying on you. Whatever your situation is, it's going to be harder for some people to get themselves out of the red into the black and get that adequate cushion so that they can take shots at things. But even if you're in college, like working a side job if you can get it, reducing spending to an extent, like have fun, but reducing spending to an extent so that you can do your best to be in a position where you have that cushion, because that cushion is everything. That cushion is what gets 26-year-old you in a position where you can try something other than work the job that you absolutely hate. But you got to build that cushion for yourself through a few years, or like maybe it's a year, maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's 5 years of like real grind. In Instagram DMs today, that like this kid was asking me what to do post-college, working 40-hour-a-week corporate job. I literally told him to get a job working nights, like get a second job and earn as much money as possible and save as much as possible, spend as little as possible for him it's going to be like 12 to 15 months so that you can get out of there. For the person who like hates their job, if you like what you're doing, great. But yeah, I saw that and it's just like, you can't pay your 2015 income tax. Like the article, I don't remember even where I read it. One of my buddy Dean and Brett were talking about it, but he made $220 million total, like all in on the Pacquiao fight. He made like, it's just like, it's insane. Really matters, guys. Really matters, and I know it's not easy, but it's definitely something that's worth putting time and energy and effort and like continuous decision making towards achieving, because it's going to benefit you in the future so much. All right, I'm gonna go floss and brush my teeth. I'm ready for this day to be over. That's today's vlog. I'm going to sleep solid 12 hours, get ready, got my retainers in, and wake up feeling good, ready to crush it tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. I'm gonna shower first because I have sand everywhere. Good night. I got broads in Atlanta, just to be in the family. Credit cards in the scammers, getting the licks in the money. Legacies.